Good morning and welcome to the 2024 Australian Junior and Under 23 Championships live from Balcatta in WA. We're just counting down the last few seconds before we bring out the athletes for the first session. The women's 55, 59 and 64 kilo categories. Here they are now.
This includes the women's 55 kilo category, 59 kilo category and 64 kilo category. Alright, so introducing our athletes from the right side of the stage here. We'll begin with the competitors in the 55 kilo category. So first up, representing New South Wales.
In the women's 55 kilo category from New South Wales, Juliana Ghetto. From Victoria, Mia Gamesmith. From New South Wales, Natalia Ghetto. From Victoria, Isabel Low King.
Isabella Low King. And our final lift in the 55 kilo category.
And the last athlete in the women's 55 is Lara Perry from New South Wales. In the women's 59 from New South Wales.
Category representing New South Wales is Nicole Bukakis.
Nicole Budakakis. And from ACT, Monique Hilborn. From WA, Georgia Farrow.
From Western Australia, it's Georgia Farrow.
And from Victoria, Valerie Toe. In the women's 64 from WA, Kashmir Adams.
From Western Australia is Kashmir Adams. Also from Western Australia is Charlotte Saxton.
Next from WA is Charlotte Saxton. And the last athlete for New South Wales is Grace Robinson. The athletes will have 10 minutes to prepare the final preparations for the snatch portion. We'll be back for the lifting momentarily.
Let's hope for a good performance for everyone today.
Just under a minute now before we start session 1. We've got about 30 seconds left on the clock before we see our first lifter. Currently the call is on Isabella Lowe King to come out for her first attempt. No, there's actually been a change. It's Mia Gainsmith from Victoria who will start off the proceedings very shortly. We have a compact competition here today, just 3 sessions. Session 1 is about to get underway in women's 55, 59 and 64 kilo categories. And we're just winding down now with 10 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, session 1 of the 2024 Australian Junior and Under 23 Championship.
Alright, so we've got underway now with our session number 1. We've currently got 54 kilos loaded on the bar for Mia Gainsmith. She's going to have 1 minute on the clock.
It's been called now, Mia Gainsmith, 54 kilos, first attempt. And that's a good lift there for Mia on 54 kilos. The call now moves to Mia's compatriots, Isabella Lowe King from Victoria, 55 kilos, first attempt.
Bar is loaded, 1 minute on the clock for Isabella.
And that's a good open there for Isabella on 55 kilos. She's had a busy couple of weeks with the World Junior Championships, the Oceania Elite Invitational last weekend, and this weekend here in Perth. 55 kilos, 56 kilos is the call. The call remains with Isabella Lowe King, 2 minutes on the clock. However, I'm sure she'll move up after her successful attempt on 55 kilos. Okay, we're moving on to 57 kilos with Valerie Toe, also from Victoria. So the Victorians are getting early, getting successful lifts on the board.
She has 1 minute on the clock.
Here's Valerie now, 57 kilos. Easy open there for Valerie on 57 kilos.
57 kilos remaining center loaders. So if we can just secure the bar.
57 remain on the bar for Mia Gainsmith's second attempt.
Taking her second attempt at 57 kilos.
Another easy lift there for Mia on 57 kilos.
57 kilos remain by our next lifter, Isabella.
And the call stays on 57 kilos, and the athlete is now Isabella Lowe King for her second attempt. Coached by Harvey Goodman out of the Phoenix Weightlifting Club.
For Isabella's second attempt.
Her best in this bodyweight category is 57 kilos in the snatch, so this is equal PB. Another good lift there for Isabella on 57 kilos.
57 kilos. Going to move up to 58 kilos after this is going to put the
So we're moving up now with the barbell. 58 kilos is the weight, and it is now New South Welshman Lara Perry for her first attempt.
Bar is loaded with 1 minute on the clock for Lara.
Lara's coached by Yannick Nisford with a personal best of 60 kilos, so looking to secure a comfortable opener here before looking to push the limits. Had to take a couple of steps, but managed to secure the weight quite comfortably on 58 kilos. Moving back to 58, moving back to Mia sorry about that. Mia Gainsmith now for 58 kilos, but the change has moved. There's been a change there. 59 kilos is the weight. The call's moved back to Lara, but I suspect that will change momentarily as well, given her successful first attempt. But 2 minutes on the clock at the moment while we wait for that change to come through. So plenty of green on the board at the moment. Okay, we've received the change. 59 is the weight, and the lifter is Mia Gainsmith from Victoria for her third and final attempt. She's already hit a 2 kilo PB in this body weight, and looking to add another 2 kilos to her personal best here this weekend. She's bumped the weight again, so the call has moved back to her teammate Isabella Low-King for 59 kilos. If successful, this will be a 2 kilo PB for Isabella in this body weight. She has snatched 59 before at the 49 kilo body weight, but here she comes now with 59 kilos in the bar for her third and final attempt. And that's a good lift there for Isabella on 59 kilos.
Great way to start off.
Moving over to the western side of Australia now with Charlotte Saxton due to come out on 60 kilos. There's plenty of green on the scoreboard so far, as you can see. This is the biggest session of the day. We've had a change of weight come through. The weight remains at 60 kilos, but the call has now moved to Valerie Toe for her second attempt.
Bar is loaded with 1 minute on the clock for Valerie's second attempt.
Here's Valerie now coming out for what will be a personal best. If successful. Looks like she's done the work to get the 3 white lights, and that's a good lift and a couple kilo PB. 4 kilo PB there for Valerie. Mia Gainsmith now on 60 kilos for her third and final attempt. With no body weight advantage anymore, you have to lift that 1 kilo more to ensure that you get the win. So each athlete's pushing that 1 kilo advantage to set themselves up for the clean and jerk. Mia Gainsmith now 60 kilos. Unfortunately, no lift there for Mia, finishing with a best of 57 kilos today.
61 kilos,
Nicole Bootsakakis now from New South Wales. 61 kilos is the weight for her first
New
attempt.
South Wales, Nicole, for her first attempt.
Nicole from Shred Barbell, coached by Yannick Misfit. Here she comes now for her first attempt, 61 kilos. Got it overhead, but unfortunately couldn't secure it. 61 kilos remains the weight, and the call will remain with Nicole for her second attempt. 2 minutes on the clock. Her personal best is 63 kilos, so this should be a relatively comfortable opener, but proving difficult on the first attempt. Minute 40 now, 45 now on the clock as she prepares to come out for her second attempt. With weightlifting, it really doesn't matter what you start on, it's what you finish on that really counts here. So it's important to make sure that you get on the board early and set yourself up for later in the competition. Just over a minute now left on the clock for Nicole to come out for her second attempt. Following Nicole will be her teammate, compatriot, Lara Perry, on 62 kilos. 40 seconds left on the clock now. Here comes Nicole for her second attempt. 61 kilos. Much better attempt there from Bootsakakis from New South Wales. 3 white lights there. And it's on the board in the women's 59 kilo category. Here's Lara Perry now. 62 kilos is the weight for her second attempt. Lara is also coached by Yannick with a personal best of 60 kilos. So this will be a 2 kilo personal best when successful. So 45 seconds left on the clock. Perry's second attempt. Here she is now.
So very close on that attempt.
Got it overhead, but couldn't quite secure it. That's a no lift there for Lara on 62 kilos. The weight moves now on to, the weight remains at 62 kilos, and the call moves on to Valerie Toe from Victoria for a third and final attempt. This will be a 1 kilo PB for Valerie when she's successful. Toe now 62 kilos, third and final attempt. Unfortunately, no lift there for Toe, finishing with the best of 60 kilos. Bootsakakis now has the call, 62 kilos for a third and final attempt. but I feel that she'll move up after her successful attempt on 61 kilos.
Previously made it 61 kilos, so very likely that we see her move up in weight here. What we may see is the clock run down to about the 30-second mark, giving the teammate Perry a little bit more rest before she comes out.
And the changes come through. 62 kilos is the weight still.
This time now for
And the call has moved back to Lara Perry for a third and final attempt. This will be a 2 kilo PB for Perry when she's successful. Here's Perry now, 62 kilos, third and final attempt. Much better attempt for Perry on 62 kilos. Good lift.
pushing her up to first place in the 55 kilo category. Well done to her. 63 kilos is up next. Thank you, loaders. And this is now for Natalie Better on her first attempt. She has 1 minute on the clock.
We're moving on to Natalia Ghetto now. 64 kilos is the call for her first attempt. Bars loaded.
Opening attempt at 64 kilos.
Unfortunately, no lift there for Nat, leaving the barbell out in front. She'll get 2 minutes on the clock as she's moving on to another athlete for the time being. So we see Georgia Farrow come out now for her first attempt on 64 kilos. Pretty good start. Now we're starting to see a little bit of red on the board, but here's Farrow now, first attempt, 64 kilos. Unfortunately, no lift there. The referee is singing in discretion with the lift there for Farrow.
Likely the judges have picked up the problem with the elbows.
Saxton now on call with 64 kilos for her first attempt.
She's going to have 1 minute on the clock for her first attempt.
I think there's a little bit of no, here comes Saxton now. First attempt, 64 kilos. Unfortunately, no lift there for Saxton. Once again, leaving the barbell out in front. The girls struggling with 64 kilos this morning. It's just doesn't want to stay overhead. Here's Ghetto now for her second attempt. 64 kilos is the weight. This is 1 kilo under her personal best. Much better attempt there than that. And that's 3 white lights. She's in the competition. 64 kilos remains the weight. We're back to Georgia Farrow now for her second attempt. Here's Farrow now, 64 kilos. Unfortunately, the referee is seeing in the discretion there, no lift. Looks like there's a challenge coming, so here we go now for a challenge, the first challenge of the day.
Challenge cards to the jury here. So they're going to review the decision.
Jury's deliberating. Oh, we're still waiting for the jury to see the video.
Has some issues with the elbows, so that's what the referees will be focusing on here. What essentially they're looking for is a movement of the elbow.
Certainly appears to be an unlocking of the elbow. We'll wait to see what the jury has to say on the matter. Looks like the jury has made a decision.
Unfortunately, the referees have agreed. The jury has agreed with the decision of the referees and remain as a
And the challenge is upheld. No lift there for Farrow on 64 kilos on her second attempt. 64 kilos remains the weight, and we move to Charlotte Saxton now for her second attempt.
64 kilos is her second attempt.
67 kilos is Charlotte's personal best in this bodyweight category. So here she comes now, 64 kilos, second attempt. Unfortunately, no lift there for Charlotte. Once again, leaving the barbell out in front. She'll get 2 minutes on the clock to come out for her third and final attempt. But for the time being, we'll move back to Boutsikarkas for her third and final attempt on 64 kilos. Nicole's personal best in this bodyweight is 63 kilos, so this will be a 1 kilo PB. She can secure the weight overhead. So here's Boutsikarkas now, 64 kilos. She's done it too. Secured it overhead. That's a good lift for Boutsikarkas on 64 kilos. Farrow now, third and final attempt, 64 kilos to remain in the competition. 2 WA girls struggling with this weight this morning. Hopefully she can make this one count to stay in the competition. Here's Farrow now, 64 kilos, third and final attempt. That could be a little bit early there, but the referees have given 3 white lights. I think she was very fortunate there not to be given 3 reds. Saxton now is the call for her third and final attempt.
She needs this lift to remain in the competition, so let's make sure that she's supported as she approaches the bar. give her that little bit of extra energy to make the lift.
Here's Charlotte now, 64 kilos, third and final attempt to stay in the competition. Third attempt to charm there for Charlotte. Good lift on 64 kilos.
That awesome effort being able to come back and secure that final attempt to keep her within the competition.
It was going to be Kashmir Adams, but we've had a change. We'll move to 65 kilos for the first attempt for Grace Robinson.
Next, this is for New South Wales lifter Grace Robinson. Looking to take her first attempt. She's got 1 minute.
Grace Robinson comes from the Hardcore Weightlifting Club in New South Wales, coached by Josh Wu. Her personal best in this bodyweight category is 71 kilos, so looking to set a comfortable opener to get onto the board and into the competition. Here's Robinson now, 65 kilos first attempt. Just looked a bit rushed there on the first attempt for Grace.
Come back and make that attempt.
65 kilos remains in the bar for her second attempt.
With all the misses at 64 kilos.
Kashmir Adams is waiting in the wings for her first attempt at the moment. 2 minutes on the clock for Grace's second attempt.
Grace will have a second attempt here at 65 kilos. She's got 2 minutes counting down.
So we're a bit over a minute and a half now for Grace's second attempt.
And hopefully that was just an attempt to get Grace nice and warm to the platform.
Okay, we should see Grace come out short with just a bit over a minute on the clock now for her second attempt. Just needs to take a bit more time off the floor and not rush that second pull. Here she is now, 65 kilos. Much better attempt there for Grace, taking her time in the bottom position. And that's majority decision there for Grace.
Being able to secure the 65 kilos. Now she has
2 minutes remains on the clock for Grace's third and final attempt, but given the success of that lift, I'm sure she will increase the barbell momentarily with Kashmir Adams waiting in the wings. Here is a change, 67 kilos now. And the call moves to Kashmir Adams for her first attempt, lifting in the women's 64 kilo category today. That's a solid opener there for. Ooh, that looked a bit early. The girls are a little bit early on these returning the barbell to the platform. She was very lucky there. Nat Ghetto now, 67 kilos, third and final attempt. got its arm's length, but couldn't quite secure it. That's unfortunately no lift from that, finishing with the best of 64 kilos on her second attempt. 68 kilos is the weight now, as we'll see her sister come out, Juliana, for her first attempt. Also from hardcore, coached by Josh and Maddie Wu, has a personal best of 70 kilos, so opening pretty close to her personal best. Here's Julie now, 68 kilos, first attempt. Unfortunately, leaving that barbell out in front. Unfortunately, that's a no lift for Julie on 68 kilos. 2 minutes comes on the clock for Juliana's second attempt.
Super competitive session here. 2 minutes on the clock for Juliana. Just making this opening attempt alone, we put her out in first place.
So we have 8 lifts left in the snatch portion of the competition, as you can see on the scoreboard. We have Nat Ghetto leading the 55 kilo category with the best of 64 kilos in the snatch. Bootsakakis and Farrow with 64 kilos in the 59 kilo category, and Grace Robinson leading the charge. Kashmir Adams, leading the charge in the women's 64 kilo category. Here's Juliana Ghetto now, second attempt, 68 kilos. That's a much better attempt there for Julie. Taking time now to recover. And that's 3 white lights and on the board in the competition. We move to 68 kilos remains on the bar, and we move to 64 kilo category lifter Grace Robinson for her third and final attempt. This will put her 1 kilo ahead of Kashmir Adams in the bodyweight category.
Robinson from New South Wales on her third attempt.
As the girls look to get that advantage over the other competitors as they head into the clean and jerk. 40 seconds left on the clock now. Here's Grace for her third and final attempt. Unfortunately, that was no lift. Majority decision. With Grace finishing the best of 65 kilos today. 69 kilos is the weight now. It moves back to Juliana for her third and final attempt here in the women's 55 kilo category.
We're up to 70
change of weight. This will bring out Monique Kilborn from ACT for her first attempt. Monique is lifting in the women's 59 kilo category, and I believe she is the reigning junior champion from 2023. In the women's, in the junior 59 kilo category. We've had another change come through, and this will bring out Kashmir Adams for her second attempt. 70 kilos is the weight. Here's Adams looking to extend her lead in the women's 64 kilo category. Did a lot of hard work, but just couldn't secure that weight overhead. The weight remains with Kashmir Adams for her third and final attempt. 2 minutes on the clock as the loaders secure the barbell for her third and final attempt. Following Kashmir, we have Julie Ghetto on 71 kilos, and then we will see Monique Kilborn finish out the session starting on 73 kilos. So this is just under Kashmir's personal best. Her best is 71 kilos in this body weight. Bit under a minute 30 on the clock now to see Kashmir come out for her third and final attempt. At the moment she's leading the competition in the women's 64 kilo category, but it's always good to extend that lead as much as possible moving into the clean and jerk portion of the competition. Coached by Anne Tuisma, she is a local here at the Rev Barbell. So a minute left on the clock now for Cash to attempt her third and final attempt. 70 kilos is the weight. Here she comes now, squeezing all the time out of the allotted amount of 2 minutes to come out and attempt this last snatch on 70 kilos. Much better attempt there for Cash as she recovers. That's 3 white lights there for Cash, and extends her lead by another 3 kilos in the women's 64 kilo category. 71 kilos is the weight now as we move to New South Welshman Juliana Ghetto for her third and final attempt.
1 minute on the clock now for Juliana Ghetto from New South Wales, looking to take her third and final attempt here at 71 kilograms. Juliana is the lightest lifter remaining in the session.
Here we go now, 71 kilos for Ghetto, third and final attempt. Unfortunately, that's no lift for Juliana, finishing with a best of 68 kilos today in the women's 55 kilo category. Monique Kilborn now will come out to finish off the snatch portion of the competition. 73 kilos is the requested weight. And looking at the system, this will be 2 kilos under her personal best. So fingers crossed she can not follow the suit of the previous athletes and secured this on her first attempt. And she's done the work there to secure a good lift on her first attempt, 73 kilos. 2 minutes on the clock and 1 kilo increments as we wait to see what Monique's second attempt will be. Monique will have consecutive attempts through her second and third snatches as she is the last lifter in the session. Following her last 2 attempts, we'll move to a 10-minute break for the girls to complete their warm-up to the clean and jerk portion of the competition. So at the moment we have Ghetto in the lead in the women's 55 kilo category. That's Juliana Ghetto. Monique Kilbourne's leading the charge in the women's 59 with her opening attempts. Still 2 to go on 73 kilos. And then we have Kashmir Adams in the women's 64 kilo category with the best snatch of 70 kilos. 90 seconds left on the clock now for Monique to come out for her second attempt. 75 kilos is the call. This is an equal PB for Monique. Monique is coached by Gerard Vickers in ACT. And we've had another change, so 76 kilos is the call now for Monique's second attempt. A bit over a minute on the clock now as we wait for Monique to come out for her second attempt. Here she is now. 76 kilos is the weight. Monique, second attempt. Another solid lift there for Monique. Through white lights. She extends a lead in the women's 59 kilo category to a best lift of 76 kilos, sorry. 77 kilos is the call now, 2 minutes on the clock. And I'm sure we'll see Monique look to extend her personal best in the 59 kilo category. Probably 58 or 59 kilos is the call here as she'll come out for her third and final attempt. Following this lift, we'll have a 10-minute break. It helps if I had taken the scoreboard off that last attempt.
1:35 remains on the clock.
But 90 seconds now left on the clock, minute 30, a bit under minute 30 now for Monique to come out for her third and final attempt of 78 kilos is the current weight. And change, so 79 kilos now is the call as we see Monique come out for the last snatch of the session.
But literally up on her own here. I think there's a good chance we can see 80 kilos. No, within the next 20 seconds.
Here's Monique now, 79 kilos, third and final attempt.
Third and final attempt.
She just didn't finish it. Had too much of a think about it. And that's the end of the session for the women's 55, 59 and 64 kilo categories. We have Juliana Ghetto leading the charge in the women's 55 kilo category, Monique Hilborn in the women's 59 kilo category, and Kashmir Adams in the women's 64 kilo category. We'll be back in 10 minutes time for the clean and jerk portion of the session. And we're just winding down the time now for the warm-up for the clean and jerk portion of the session. Leading the 55 kilo category is Juliana Ghetto with the best of 68 kilos in the snatch. We've got Monique Kilborn leading the women's 59 kilo category with the best of 76 kilos, and Kashmir Adams leading the women's 64 kilo category with the best of 70 kilos in the snatch. And we're just about to get underway now with Isabella Loking. No, we've had a change. It's Mia Gainsmith to be the first athlete back to the platform with 69 kilos on the bar for her first attempt. And we've had another change. So the call is Isabella Loking, 69 kilos, first attempt. And a comfortable open there for Isabella on 69 kilos. 70 kilos is the weight now, and the weight remains with Isabella for her second attempt. There'll be 2 minutes on the clock as she takes the time to have a chat with her coach Harvey Goodman on what the next weight will be for her second attempt. Following Isabella will be Mia Gainsmith.
For the junior 55 kilo category, 71 kilos is up next.
71 kilos now is the call, is the weight, and it's moved to Mia Gainsmith. Mia's best in this body weight is 77 kilos. Here she is now for her first attempt, 71 kilos on the bar. Full open there for Mia on 71 kilos. 71 kilos remains on the bar for the first attempt for New South Welshman Lara Perry. 1 minute on the clock. Lara finished with the best of 62 kilos in the snatch and is opening today on 71 kilos, which is 2 kilos under her personal best. Lifts out of shred barbell under the tutelage of Yannick Misford. Here's Perry now. Easy open there for Perry on 71 kilos, 3 white lights. 71 kilos.
And we will go back to Isabella at 72 kilos. Bar is loaded. She has 1 minute on the clock.
Here's Isabella Loking now, 72 kilos on the bar, second attempt. Looks like a good lift there for Isabella. 3 white lights on her second attempt, 72 kilos. 73 kilos is the weight at the moment, and it remains with Isabella. The clock had started on a previous lifter, so there's 1 minute on the clock. And change has come through. Boutsakakis is requested 74 kilos for her first attempt.
From New South Wales for her first attempt. She has 1 minute on the clock.
The loaders are doing a terrific job here this morning with the changes. Quick to make sure that the bar's loaded and the competition continues. And we've had another change come through. The call is now on Mia Gainsmith for her second attempt. Personal best is 77 kilos in this bodyweight category, so still has a little bit up the sleeve as the competition progresses. Here's Gainsmith now, second attempt. That looks like another solid attempt there. 3 white lights for Mia on 74 kilos.
She once again now sits equal with Isabella. Lara Perry is up next at 74 kilos. She has 1 minute on the clock here for her second attempt.
So 74 kilos remains in the bar. Lara Perry is the athlete on call. Her second attempt now of 74 kilos. Time is ticking away. A bit over 30 seconds left on the clock. Here she is now. Solid oath. Unfortunately, the referees have seen indiscretion there with her second attempt. Looked pretty close. It'll be interesting to see whether here we go. We do have a challenge. So we're about to see the.
We're going to have a pause in the competition here, just as
We just need someone to change the channel. Here we go. On the TV so that the jury can review the lift. It's going to be a close one here. And the jury is quick to make a decision. And the jury has upheld the referee's decisions there with 3 reds. So
we'll just wait until we get the screen back.
So 74 kilos is the weight now, and the athlete on call is Isabella King for her third and final attempt.
Resume competition with 1 minute on the clock for Isabella for her third and final attempt here. To push her competitors.
And she's done the work. 3 white lights there for Isabella on 74 kilos. Interestingly though, that only puts her in the second position. Interesting choice there is we've still got plenty of lifts to go. Second behind Lara Perry, who has the call now on 74 kilos. Both girls are on 133 for the total, but Lara did 133 first. So Lara remains in the lead at the moment, with the Ghetto Girls to come out and make an attempt, and with Gainsmith with one attempt left. So plenty of action here to see in the women's 55 kilo category. Three white lights there for Lara on 74 kilos.
74 kilos. A great day for her.
The weight is raised to 75 kilos and Boots Carcass is now on call for her first attempt. Nicole lifting in the women's 59 kilo category, the first of the 59 kilo women to come out in the clean jerk part of the competition. Her best is 82 in competition, so it's good to see some conservative openers here. Too often athletes start too high and put too much pressure on it. Doesn't matter what you start on, it's what you finish on that counts.
Stand up, beautiful, take a breath.
And that's a comfy open there for Nicole on 75 kilos.
75 kilos on the board. Remains 75.
75 kilos remains the weight, and we'll see Kashmir Adams in the women's 64 kilo category come out for her first attempt. Her best in this category is 82 kilos, so this should be a relatively comfortable open to get on the board, and we've had a weight change come through. The weight remains the same, but we'll now see Charlotte Saxon come out for her first attempt. Here's Saxon now, 75 kilos, first attempt. That's an easy opener for Charlotte on 75 kilos.
And the bar remains at 75 kilos for the time being.
75 kilos remains the weight for the moment for Mia Gainsmith's third and final attempt.
74 kilos.
We should see a change come through here as she was successful on 74 kilos on her second attempt. 76 kilos now is the call, and we will see Kashmir Adams come out for her first attempt. And we're shifting around again. Grace Robinson is the athlete on call for her first attempt. Grace was successful with 65 kilos in the snatch portion. We've had another change. We're back to Boots Carcass for her second attempt. She was successful on 75 kilos, so we should see another change come through momentarily while the girls work out what the next weight is going to be. The next session, all the men will kick off at 12:30 Western Australian time. So next session will be 12:30 Western Australian time. All the men in today's competition will be on the platform. But until then, we're still shuffling around the weights for the next attempt. 77 kilos is now the weight, and it is set on Kashmir Adams for her first attempt. Here she is now. That's an easy opener there for 77 kilos remains the weight with Butsikakis' second attempt.
She's got 1 minute on the clock.
Bar secured by the loaders and we're ready to roll. Bit under a minute left on the clock now. We've had another change now.
So 77 now.
The call is now moved to Mia Gainsmith for her third and final attempt. This is equal PB. So we're starting to see the competition get to the pointy end. In the women's 55 kilo category, we've still got 2 athletes yet to come out in the category in the Ghetto Girls. But here we have Mia Gainsmith for her third and final attempt, 77 kilos. She's running out of breath here, and unfortunately not able to complete the jerk. The clean just took too much out of it to attempt the jerk and has to settle with the best of 74 kilos in the clean jerk portion of the competition, the best of 131 total. Here's Nat Ghetto now, 78 kilos, first attempt from New South Wales. And that's a good opener there for Nat on 78 kilos. 78 kilos remains the weight, and we move back to the 64 kilo category. Cash Adams is the athlete on call. 1 minute on the clock at the second attempt. We've had another change, so we'll see Victorian Valerie Toe come out for her first attempt in the women's 59 kilo category. Best is 81 kilos in this body weight, so we'll wait to see how she fares. And 3 white lights there for Valerie on 79 kilos. Grace Robinson now 79 kilos is the weight for her first attempt.
Grace Robinson on her first attempt. She's got 1 minute on the clock.
Interesting to know what fitness Grace is in at the moment. Her personal best is 89 kilos, so a very conservative opener here for Grace. But you can always make big jumps. Robinson now, 79 kilos, first attempt. Majority decision there for Grace. Rush that jerk. She'll need to take a bit more time in the second and third attempts. Butsikakis now, 79 kilos is the weight for her second attempt. Juliana Ghetto is to follow on 80 kilos.
As they both look to secure a podium spot in the 59 kilo category.
Butsikakis now, 79 kilos, second attempt. New South Wales.
Good. Take a breath.
Good lift there for Nicole on 79 kilos. 80 kilos is the weight now. We've moved to Charlotte Saxton in the women's 64 kilo category. 83 kilos is Charlotte's personal best, so we might see her give her personal best a crack on her third and final attempt. But at the moment, 80 kilos is the weight. Unfortunately, just throwing that jerk back and not being able to catch it. She will get 2 minutes. She won't get 2 minutes on the clock. The weight has moved to Kashmir Adams for her second attempt. But she will get a break while Kashmir comes out for her attempt on 80 kilos. Kashmir's best in the body weight is 82 kilos. So once again, if successful, we'll be looking to look for a new personal best on a third and final. But at the moment, 80 kilos is the weight for a second attempt. Solid jerk there for Cash. That should get a 3 white lights. It has. 80 kilos remains the weight. We move back to the women's 55 kilo category in Nat Ghetto. Second attempt. Oh, we've had another change and we're now looking at 80 kilos for Valerie Toe's second attempt. And we've had another change to Moutsakakis' third and final attempt. But we should see one more change given that she was successful on 79 kilos. So we're plenty of changes happening at the moment, and we're moving back to Saxton now for her third and final attempt. And we've had another change, so we're back to Juliana Ghetto for her first attempt in the women's 55 kilo category. And if she's successful, this will put her right out in front in the women's 55 kilo category. Julie finished with the best of 68 kilos in the snatch. And we've had another change. We move back to her sister, Nat Ghetto, for her second attempt. Here's Nat now for 81 kilos, second attempt in the women's 55 kilo category. This can go either way here. Unfortunately, majority decision has seen a no lift for Nat on 81 kilos.
Still remains the current leader of the 55 kilo category. 81 kilos now for Nicole.
81 kilos remains the weight, and the call is on Moutsakakis. We're going to have a review of that lift, so one moment as the jury looks through this second attempt for Nat Ghetto.
No video review required. The jury have overturned the decision.
The jury have decided that was a good lift.
A good lift at 81 kilos. So we'll resume now with 1 minute on the clock for Nicole, looking to take her third.
So Boutsikarkas is on call now with 81 kilos, the third and final attempt.
She is in a close.
We've had a change. Her personal best is 82 kilos, so the call has now moved back to Nat Ghetto. Now we're back to Valerie Toe. A few changes happening at the moment. As the comp table works out the changes that have come through. We'll move to the scoreboard at the moment so we can see all the action as it's unfolded so far. So Nat Ghetto is in the lead in the women's 55 kilo category at the moment.
So we can resume competition now at 82 kilos.
And Boutsikarkas is in the lead in the women's 59 kilo category. And
looking to secure a position in the 59
Kashmir Adams currently leads the 64 kilo category, but here we have Valerie Toe. Second attempt, 82 kilos. Unfortunately, no lift there for Valerie. Good clean, but couldn't get the weight overhead. She'll take a break and come back shortly for her third and final attempt. But for now, Boutsikarkas has the call. 82 kilos is the weight. 1 minute on the clock.
From New South Wales. Now looking to take 82 kilos. She's got 1 minute on the clock.
Another change has come through. Adams now is the athlete on call. 82 kilos is the weight, and here we go again. We've swung back around to Valerie Toe for a third and final attempt.
She has 1 minute on the clock as the countdown began.
And we've had another change, so we'll see Juliana Ghetto come out for her first attempt in the women's 55 kilo category. 83 kilos is the call.
She looks to take the lead position of the 55 kilo category.
Ghetto now 83 kilos, first attempt. Unfortunately, no lift there for Juliana. Really struggled to get that bar moving off the ground. Couldn't quite get under the catch of the clean. For the moment now, we'll move to Grace Adams in the women's 64 kilo category for her second attempt.
Grace is looking to put the pressure on.
Be interesting to see how the 64 kilo category unfolds with Grace's best clean jerk is 89 kilos, so it'll be interesting to see the competition unfold over the next couple of attempts. But for now, 83 kilos on the bar, second attempt. that's 3 white lights there for Grace after a tough clean managed to secure the weight overhead. 3 white lights. 83 kilos remains on the bar now for Juliana Ghetto from New South Wales in the women's 55 kilo category. Second attempt. Personal best is 81 kilos, so hoping 2 kilos above the personal best puts a lot of pressure on an athlete. Unfortunately, no lift there for Julie. After a tough clean, just couldn't quite secure that weight overhead, just leaving it out in front. We'll move to Boutsakakis' third and final attempt now. 83 kilos is the weight. Following Nicole, we will have Kashmir Adams from WA in the women's 64 kilo category. But now a bit under a minute on the clock for Boutsakakis' third and final attempt. This will be a 1 kilo PB. Unfortunately, no lift there for Nicole, finishing with the best of 79 kilos and a total of 143 in the women's 59 kilo category. 83 kilos is the weight now. Kashmir Adams from WA for the third and final attempt, 1 minute on the clock.
As she looks to extend and secure her lead in the 64 kilo category here. Third and final attempt for the day.
.83 kilos now for Kashmir's third and final attempt. Unfortunately, no lift there for Kashmir finishing with a best of 80 kilos on her second attempt and 150 kilos in the total. Here's Nat's third and final attempt, 83 kilos is the weight. Battle of the sisters. Unfortunately, no lift there for Nat. Finishing with the best of 81 kilos. Did all the hard work, but just left the barbell out in front and just couldn't quite secure it in the jerk. 83 kilos remains in the bar. Third and final attempt now for Juliana. This is crunch time for Julie to stay in the competition. Successful with one snatch so far, 68 kilos. Has been unable to secure a clean jerk yet, as she looks to secure the title in the women's 55 kilo category here. 83 kilos now, third and final attempt. Unfortunately, that's a no lift there for Julie, and unfortunately she doesn't secure a total in the competition, securing only one snatch today. 84 kilos now is the weight. We move back to the 64 kilo category with Charlotte Saxon's third and final attempt. If successful, this will be a 1 kilo PB in the 64 kilo body weight. Here's Saxon now, 84 kilos in the bar, third and final attempt. Easy clean there for Saxon. And she's wedged herself under the weight. 3 white lights there for Saxon, 84 kilos. 84 kilos remains on the bar, third and final attempt for Valerie Toe. Representing Victoria today, her personal best is 81 kilos in this body weight. So, when she's successful, it would be a 3 kilo PB. Here's Toe now, 84 kilos, third and final attempt. Just rush and jerk. That was a little hard work, but just rush and jerk on her third and final attempt, finishing with the best of 79 kilos in the women's 59 kilo category today, and 139 total. 86 kilos is the weight now. We move to Grace Robinson from New South Wales for her third and final attempt. Currently, Toe leads the competition in the women's 64 kilo category with both Saxon and Robinson at 148 kilo total, with Robinson ahead of Saxon, given that she did the total first. 86 kilos now, calls on Robinson's third and final attempt. Easy clean there for Robinson, but unfortunately just rushed that jerk. Great effort, but unfortunately just can't rush lifts. 88 kilos is the weight now. Monique Hilborn from ACT for her first clean jerk. And we've had a change, 90 kilos remains the weight, which we'll see Georgia Parrott from West Australia come out for her first attempt. 2 different body weights here. Oh no, sorry, both in the same body weights, but currently Hilborn has set the mark in the snatch with 76
Time
kilos,
is loaded. 1 minute on the clock for
12 kilos
Georgia.
ahead of Farrow. So Farrow now with 90 kilos at the bar, first attempt. A solid opener for Farrow on 90 kilos at 3 white lights.
3 white lights for Georgia. 90 kilos.
91 kilos is now the weight for Hillborn's first attempt.
That is for Monique. Who ended the snatch
This will
in
be
first place.
an equal PB, opening on an equal PB for Monique
This opening
as she looks to
is
secure
successful.
the 59 kilo category. Comfortable clean there for Monique. And a solid jerk. Great opener for Monique on 91 kilos, 3 white lights.
Strong statement for her first place. Wow. 92 kilos is up next. This is going to be for Georgia. Saw Georgia make a
52 kilos now is the call. And the call is on Georgia Farrow from WA for her second attempt. We've switched back to Hillborn for her. Hillborn, 1 minute on the clock now because the clock had started.
I'm sure we'll see an attempt to change here soon.
Just a reminder after this session, the gentlemen will start at 12:30 Perth time for their session, session 2. 4 lifts left in
1 minute on the
the
clock.
women's 55, 59 and 64 kilo session 1. 53 is now the call. And the call is for Western Australian lifter Georgia Farrow.
And Georgia has changed.
And we've had another change, so 53 kilos is the weight.
1 minute on the clock for her.
1 minute on the clock for Monique Hillborn.
And there it is again.
We've had another
94 kilos
change.
this time.
94 kilos. The call moves back to Farrow.
Ended their changes for their second attempt, but 94 kilos is currently loaded for Georgia Farrow. She has 1 minute.
Hillborn's in the box seat now after securing her opener, being 12 kilos ahead in the snatch portion of the competition. Here's Farrow now, 94 kilos, second attempt. This could be touch and go for Georgia. And majority decision for Georgia on 94 kilos.
94 kilos remains.
94 kilos remains the weight, and the call is on Monique Hillborn's for her second attempt. 1 minute on the clock. Here's Hillborn now, 94 kilos, second attempt. Unfortunately, no lift there.
Right there in front for Monique. She's got one more attempt. 94 kilos will remain. Monique has 2 minutes on the clock. Georgia currently sits out at 96 kilos.
2 lifts left.
For the third and final attempt.
And currently the call remains on Kilborn for her third and final attempt. Bit over a minute now left for Monique to come out for a third and final attempt. She remains considerably ahead in the women's 59 kilo category.
You have to whack anyone yet?
50 seconds remains for Monique.
Here's Hilborn now. Third and final attempt, 94 kilos.
Final attempt for that session.
Unfortunately, no lift there for Monique, finishing with a best of 91 kilos.
And I think she's quite comfortable in her position there, but we do have one more lift to the section here.
One more lift to go. And that lift lays with Georgia Farrow, third and final attempt, 96 kilos.
96 kilos. And the bar is loaded. Georgia has 1 minute on the clock. She's decided to move up 97 kilos. Thank you, loaders. Closing us out, Georgia, 97 kilos.
Last lift of the session, 97 kilos, third and final attempt, Georgia Farrow, Western Australia. Tough clean, unfortunately left the jerk out in front, finishing with the best of 94 kilos on her second attempt. We'll be back momentarily for the presentation.
Presenting our medals, we have the young Mr. Sam Coffer. He is the president of the AWA and chairman of the AWA. And in our junior under 55 kilo category, representing Victoria is Isabella Lowe King, holding 133 kilos. In second place with a total of 136 kilograms, representing New South Wales is Lara Perry. And our first place gold medal with a total of 145 kilos, representing New South Wales, Natalie Aguero. Well done to these three girls. And you might as well just stay where you are, because we'll get underway with the presentation of the under 23 medals for the 55 kilo category, which will go in the same order. In third place, representing Victoria, is Isabella Lowe King. Second place, once again, is representing New South Wales is Lara Perry. And taking out the gold spot in first place once again, representing New South Wales is Natalie Aguero. And well done to these three girls, great session. Will be the presentation of the 59 kilo category. We only had one athlete in the juniors, and in first place with a total of 167 kilos representing ACT is Monique Hilborn. Well done to Monique. We can move into the under 23 59 kilo category now. Coming in at third place with a total of 143 kilos, representing New South Wales, Nicole Boutsakakis. And in second place, with a total of 158 kilos, representing Western Australia, Georgia Farrow. And our winner of both the junior and under 23 category in the 59 kilo class, with a total of 167 kilos, representing ACT, Monique Hilborn. Moving on to the 64 kilo category. In the juniors, we have in third place with a total of 148 kilos, and representing Western Australia is Charlotte Saxton. In second place, also with a total of 148 kilos, is New South Wales lifter Grace Robinson. And taking out our first place will present under 23s, which none are eligible for, so that's all that medals there. We have one lifter in the session there, which will take our first place with a total of 148 kilos, representing New South Wales, Grace Robinson. Well done to all the lifters who received the medal and all of the other ones.
And that's the end of the session 1, women's 55, 59 and 64 kilo categories. We'll be back at 12:30 local time for all the men's body weights. Until then, we'll see you soon.
And we'll be getting underway